right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and today we're going to talk about how to talk about your achievements from 2019 with past tense and present perfect tense and past perfect tense. This is our last live stream for the year, so I thought this would be a nice topic to practice with everybody. So as you join, please don't forget to like and share this lesson so that other people can find today's topic, and we'll begin in just a couple of minutes. As always, we have exciting stuff for everybody watching. This week, we have the last chance for the year. There is a 55% off sale on our website. If you are interested in learning with us on our website at EnglishClass101.com, click the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook, please click the link above this video in the description box so you can see all the sale items that we have on the website. So if you want to take our course, our English course, or if you want to use our study tools, you can find everything there. So have a look at that. That is announcement one. Number two is, as always, a quick picture, a quick visual from me. I've shared this a lot the last couple of weeks, but I thought this would be nice to share over the holidays. So this is a screenshot from our weekly viewer Q&A, question and answer series called Ask Alicia, where you can send me your questions about English language, about culture, whatever comes up. I'll maybe choose your question and answer it in this series. So if over the holidays you have like some free time and you think of a question or you just want to send something along, please feel free to do that. You can send me your questions at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alicia, and you can watch all the episodes of this on the English Class 101 YouTube channel. So please have a look at that if you have not already. All right, announcements are out of the way. Hello, everybody in the chat. I see many people on YouTube. Clayton, hello. Armand, Farid, hello. Miguel, Obed, Orlando, another Miguel. Oh, same Miguel, hi. Miguela, hello. Ellie, Pop, Alexander, hello. And on Facebook, lots of people there. Caesar and Damien and Natanicha, hello. You okay? Rook, hello. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Selvin, Blake, Kwen, hello, everybody. Thanks very much for joining us. And happy holidays, wherever you are in the world. As I said, today we're going to talk about how to talk about your achievements. So achievements means the things that you were able to do, like your successes for the year. So I thought this would be a great live stream topic to end 2019 with. So today, as always, I've broken it into 3 different parts. It's a little hard to see, but we'll zoom in, so don't worry about that. So we're going to start in just a moment. If you have not already, do be sure to like and share the video wherever you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. If you're watching on Instagram, I can't see your comments live, so please keep that in mind. So I am going to share the video, and then I am going to begin today's lesson. So today I'm going to break the topics. I'm going to break the grammar points into 3 parts. I'm going to look at using simple past tense to describe your achievements. And then we're going to practice present perfect tense, including present perfect continuous. And then I'm going to talk about past perfect. So we'll do some grammar review of the maybe most requested grammar points from 2019 for the year. So let's begin with simple past tense. First, simple past tense. A reminder, when do we use simple past tense? So we use simple past tense for actions that started and ended in the past. So I've done this many times in live streams and in lessons, but just to give a visual, just to give kind of an image to help you see the differences between these grammar points. If we imagine on a timeline where here, this star is now, this direction is the future, and back here is the past, we can imagine simple past tense is used to talk about an action, an activity, whatever, that started in the past. So if this X is my start point, and this is my endpoint or whatever. So the action started and ended in the past. Everything happened before the conversation, yeah? So there's no relationship to the present. This is a difference with the other grammar points in this lesson. So started and ended in the past. Okay. So let's take a look then at just some sample sentences that use simple past tense to express an achievement. So for example, this sentence, I created a website for my company. So this is just a sample, like a work achievement that you can think about. So a couple points here. First, obviously, the simple past verb here, I created. So create is the infinitive form of the verb. In past tense, it becomes created. So created, simple past, as I said, is a good vocabulary word to use here. I want to mention, and this is good for those of you who are like studying English for interviews or studying English for work, or maybe practice writing resumes and so on. Your resume is your work history, by the way. So when you're talking about your achievements with words like this, try to choose specific words like created, for example, instead of made. So words like do or make are very general, but it's a good idea to be specific and choose vocabulary words that kind of have some punch to them. So instead of I made a website, like I created a website. So that kind of shows that from zero to the product, you were in charge of it. So this is our first example. Another example, let's change industries. We built a house for our client. So different industry. Here, however, I'm using a different verb, obviously, and this is not a regular verb. So a reminder about simple past tense, not all verbs end in ed. So regular verbs conjugate with this ed ending to make simple past tense. Build, however, is not a regular verb, yeah? Build becomes built in simple past tense. So we built a house for our clients. We built a house for our clients, or we built houses for our clients as well. So please keep in mind there are like regular verbs that end in ed in simple past tense, and then there are irregular verbs like built in this case. Okay, so your task then, hard to see here, but your task for everybody watching, live or not, is to describe something you achieved in 2019. Describe something you achieved in 2019. So while you're thinking and while you're typing, I will write a couple more example sentences. So here's one. We'll change the subject again. She designed a hotel last year. She designed a hotel last year. So in this sentence, my simple past tense verb is this, designed. And design is the infinitive form of the verb. In simple past tense, it just takes the ed ending. This is a regular verb. She designed a hotel last year. So as I was talking about earlier, using design here is a little more specific, actually a lot more specific than saying like she made a hotel last year. It's like, what does that mean? So design is clear, like what was she in charge of? The design of the hotel. She designed a hotel last year. Okay, some examples are coming in. Great. Andrew says, I improved my English with the help of your channel. Woo, that's great. Happy to hear that. Awesome. Andres says, I learned many phrasal verbs. Fantastic. Great. On Facebook, I don't see any yet. Lots of people saying hello. Great. Okay. Fair on YouTube says, I found out about English Class 101 this year. Great. Ashu says, I created a YouTube channel. Great. Abdel says, I moved to a new town 3 months ago. Good. Siham says, I discovered your channel 1 year ago. Very nice example sentences. On Facebook now. I planted roses last year. I bought a house last year. Okay. Boris says, I cried. In singularity means alone. So let's talk about maybe your achievements. Let's try to focus on the positive aspects of the last year for today, to end the year on a positive note. Okay, I'll share one more example. This one, again, different topic. He won an award. He won an award for his research. Okay, he won an award for his research. So again, I'm using an irregular verb. Here, my verb is win. In past tense, it's won. So not won, like Korean money, but won. Like the number 1. So he won an award for. The preposition that we use here is for. He won an award for his research, for noun phrase. So if you win an award or some kind of other like prestigious, recognition, you can say, I won, past tense, I won an award for something. For some reason, I often see many learners using present tense here, like I win, something like that. I won an award for this thing. So, okay, great. Some examples are coming in. I'll read a couple and then we'll move along. Oh my gosh, did I just see that on Facebook? It said I became a U.S. citizen last month. Where was that? That was awesome. Where was it? Maybe it'll appear here in a second. I hope I missed it, I think. Dang it. All right. If that was true, if someone actually did say they became a U.S. citizen last month, awesome. Congratulations. That's huge. That's very exciting. On YouTube, Kat says, is this live at Christmas time? I can't believe it. Yes, it is live. Kat.com says, I completed my software course last week. Great, fantastic. Congratulations. Okay. Others, he won a race again and received a gold medal, says Lucas. Fantastic. Okay. Nestor says, I acquired a set of English skills, looking back on 2019. Fantastic. Many of you are writing about improving your English, or I improved my English in 2019. That is fantastic. That's really, really great to hear. I'm happy for you guys. Someone says, I graduated a course in clinical something. The comments are going very fast. Okay. Monday says, I earned my PhMD last year. Wow, congratulations. That's amazing. Awesome. There are lots of cool achievements from all around the world. That's awesome. Okay. So with that, so simple past tense practice. Let's take one quick break and then we'll move to a different grammar point. This one. So we're going to practice present perfect, everyone's favorite, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So, quick break. I guess we don't need the second camera today. I can talk at it, but we'll see. So, if you missed it earlier, of course, as always, like there's free PDFs for everybody if you check other links, but for this week, there is this sale. There's a sale on the English Class 101 website for the end of the year. There's a bunch of different things you can choose from depending on what you want to focus on. So if you want to focus on like reading with like ebooks or like listening, I think with audio stuff, there's a bunch of different things. I can't remember them all. There's like 12 different things you can choose from. So please have a look. Check the link below this video if you are watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook, please check the link above this video to figure out like which like sale item you might be interested in. There's a bunch of different things there. And I think this is maybe like the biggest one of the year. Usually like the end of the year sales are the big ones. So please have a look at this, and you could pick up something to start over the holidays or maybe in January too. So please have a look at that for sure. All right, with that, let's continue to part 2 for today's lesson. If you have not already, please do make sure to like and share this video so that other learners can find today's lesson, our last lesson of 2019. Today's topic is how to talk about your achievements, the things that you achieved, the things you did, your successes for the year. Then, let's carry on to part 2. Part 2 for today is about everyone's favorite grammar point, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. And I'm going to cover continuous as well. So first, let's take a look at when we use this. So a review moment, a moment of review. We use the present perfect to describe actions that started in the past and that continue to the present. This can also refer to the effect of an action that continues to the present. So I showed you this lovely diagram for simple past tense for an action that started and ended in the past. So everything is finished. There's no relationship to the present. Let's compare this then to present perfect. So similarly, I'm not going to write all the things. If the star again is now, imagine that when we are using present perfect tense, we're describing this action that started in the past and then it continues to the current moment. It continues to the conversation. So this action is still true, or the effects of some action affect the present. Affected effects, sorry. So let's keep this point in mind. This is a key difference with simple past tense. Excuse me. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of example sentences. I will use the continuous form a little bit here. So let me see, what shall I introduce to you first? Okay, let's go with this one. So I'll use this. I've been working. So here's the grammar point. I've been working on a new series for a year. And it's nearly done. Okay. So what is happening in this sentence? First, I'm using present perfect continuous here, right here. I've been working. I've been working. I've been working on a new series. So new series, actually this is true. I've been working on a new series, a new video series. This is true for me for a year, and it's nearly done. So this means for a year, I've been working on this thing. So that means 1 year ago, I started this activity, and it continues to this present point in time. So I've been. Remember, this I've is the reduced form of I have. I've been working. I've been working. So some of you might say, like, what's the difference? Why can't you say, like, I've worked on a new series for a year? The reason I chose to use the continuous form in this sentence is because I want to emphasize that this is not done yet. Like, I'm still actively, though slowly, working on this particular project. So when I want to emphasize the continuing nature, when I want to emphasize that something is not finished yet, it's still in progress, I would choose to use this continuous form. I've been working on a new series for a year. All right, let's look then at one more. I have a couple of expressions that I want to introduce to everybody, actually. So this next example sentence will do that. Okay, this next one is, as of this month. As of this month, I've managed our team for 5 years. Okay, as of this month, I've managed our team for 5 years. So first, here is my present perfect grammar. I've managed. So you'll notice in this example sentence, I'm not using the continuous form. I'm not saying I've been managing our team for 5 years. So the reason that someone would probably choose this instead of the continuous form is because it's like you're just stating a fact. I just want to state a fact about the situation in my workplace. So starting 5 years ago and going to now, until now, this has been the situation. So I started being the manager 5 years ago. I continue to be the manager. It's just a simple fact. So I'm not actively doing a project maybe. It's my position, and that's all I want to mention. So I've managed our team. I've managed our team for 5 years. The other thing that I want to point out here is this expression, as of this month. As of this month. In particular, I want to focus on this, as of point in time. So this means, it's like saying from this point in time. So as of like today, or as of last month, whatever. That means from that specific point in time, this thing is true. So this means as of this month, for example, December now, I've managed our team for 5 years. So that means this sentence was not true 3 months ago. It means from this point in time. But we don't maybe generally always, we wouldn't say, maybe some people might say like from this month, but this one tends to sound a little bit clearer. As of point in time, this thing is true. So starting at this point in time, this thing is true. So as of, that's what as of means here. Okay, some examples are coming in, I think. Some people, yes, are using the continuous. I've been studying English for a year. Good. There's one. Someone says, is this American English? Yes, this is American English. Okay, Monday says, I've been working as an expert neurosurgeon for 26 years. Whoa, really? That's cool. That's super cool. As of next year, Bori on Facebook, as of next year, I will have seen your English, or I will have watched your English videos for 100 years. Well, I know it's just a joke comment. As of next year, so if you want to use this point I just talked about to talk about a future situation, so as of next year, you need to use a future tense expression to do that. Today I'm focusing on past and perfect tense expressions, past perfect, but you can use a future tense. So as of next year, I will have lived in this city for 10 years, something like that. I will have something. So you need to consider future and past when you use this too. All right, on to another example sentence. One more. My next one. Similarly, I want to introduce a key phrase. So far this year. So far this year, our team has opened 6 restaurants. Okay, so we imagine we are working in the restaurant industry for the purposes of this sentence. Okay, so first, our present perfect is right here. So our team has opened. Our team has opened. So we're using has here because it's like it, our team. So we're not thinking of this as we, we're thinking of team in the same way as we think of like the subject it. So a team is it here. So our team has opened 6 restaurants. My other key point is this, so far this year, in particular this so far this year. So if we imagine, maybe we say this sentence in October, so far this year. So that means from the beginning of the year until this point in the year, this is our achievements. This is what we have achieved. So using this, so far this year, sounds like there's still time for more things to happen. So this kind of has a little bit of like optimism. So there's a bit of like a positive feel here, yeah? So it's like so far this year, we've done this, but there's a chance we can continue, or there's a chance we can do more as well. So far, plus a point in time. So far this year, or like so far this month, or so far today. So it sounds like this is what I have done up until now, and there's a possibility that more can happen. Okay, I think I have one more. Maybe I don't have time for one more. I will not include my last example sentence because time. So, okay, I am looking for your example sentences. I don't see any. I don't really see any on Facebook right now. Oh, there's one. Marion says, as of this year, we've reached 1 million YouTube followers. Really? Is that true? Congratulations. As of this year, we have 3 million YouTube followers. We're approaching 3.5 maybe soon. Woo! Thanks to everybody who watches us. Lucas says, so far this decade, my basketball team has won 3 finals. Wow, that's cool. Very nice. Very nice. Kanmalit says, so far this year, I've learned new programming languages. Okay, nice. You might include the number there to be specific. Like, so far this year, I've learned 2 new programming languages. Like, being specific is great. And for when you can use these grammar points. Yes, today we're talking about it because it's the end of the year, but this stuff is really good to use in interviews and like on your resume and like when you're talking to people for work purposes. All right, quick break, and then we'll go to the last point for today's lesson. Okay, so if you have not checked it out yet, there is this week, of course, instead of our regular PDFs, there is a big sale for the end of the year. You can find deals on EnglishClass101.com for up to 55% off. Instagram, you cannot see the banner that I'm pointing at here, so you can check the full video on YouTube or on Facebook so that you can check the link and see what I'm pointing at. But this link will take you to a page where you can choose from a bunch of different types of deal. So depending on what you like to focus on or how long you want to choose your plan for, you can choose something that's right for you. So please have a look at this if you're thinking about studying in 2020, especially. If you'd like to study with us, we would be very happy, of course. So please have a look at this link above or below the video. Have a look, see what you think. Okay, let's go to the final point for today's lesson. The final point for today's lesson is past perfect and past perfect continuous, another tricky grammar point. Also, if you have not already, please do make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it as well so that other people can find our lesson today. All right, teacher, do you have the flu? The teacher, Alicia, has a little bit of a cold. She's mostly recovered, though. She just sounds a little stuffy. So stuffy means I'm congested. The word is congested. The casual word is stuffy. I'm kind of stuffy. That means my nose is kind of tight, I guess. All right, anyway, moving on to the last point, past perfect. So past perfect and past perfect continuous. Again, when should we use these grammar points? What is this even for? So, past perfect, we use to talk about a past action. Obviously, past is in the name. A past action continuing. So, a past continuing action. Oh, sorry, you can't see. A past continuing action. But this past continuing action has a relationship to another action in the past. So, there are usually two past actions or past activities we need to consider when we're talking, when we're using past perfect and past perfect continuous. We often use this grammar point when we're talking about an interrupted action, or like when we want to talk about something that happened in the past at the same time as something else. So I'll share some examples of this. Also, a hint for your writing that for whatever reason many native speakers don't get. If you are writing something, like if you're writing even a diary entry or a journal entry when you practice, if you need to talk about two past tense situations in the same sentence, use past perfect tense to talk about the earlier thing. So whatever is the furthest thing in the past, use past perfect tense for that. Then use simple past tense for the thing that was most recent to the present. So I have it written here. I'll say it again. If you need to talk about two past tense situations in one sentence, use past perfect to refer to the earlier one and simple past tense for the other. So this is something that I think a lot of native speakers don't always do. So let's take a look at some examples of how to do this. All right, a long one. Okay, here we go. I'd been studying computer science. I'd been studying computer science for 3 years. What was the ending of my example sentence? For 3 years when I got my first job. Good. When I got my first job at an IT company. Okay, so this is a great sentence for you, like that you can use on a letter of introduction, or you could say this sentence in an interview. So let's break this down. First, your past perfect in this case continuous. I'd been studying computer science. So this right here is a key. I'd I had been studying computer science for 3 years when, right here, this when is important because this is marking the other past activity marked here with simple past tense. When I got my first job at an IT company. So this sentence, it's kind of hard for me to fit another timeline in, so I'll put it here. So here, what we're seeing in this sentence, again, same timeline as before, we're seeing this action, studying computer science. I've made this too short. Studying computer science started 3 years, or continued for 3 years. Yeah? So at this point, the speaker began studying computer science. It continued for 3 years, and then right here, the speaker got his or her first job at an IT company. But this all happened before the present conversation. So we're showing this relationship by using past perfect for this action, continuous to show that it was continuing, and then simple past tense to mark the point of the second action, the second past action. So this is how we use past perfect and simple past tense together. I'd been studying computer science for 3 years when I got my first job at an IT company. So this when marks the point at which a new action kind of enters. What does IT mean? Information technology. Information technology. It's quite long, so we usually say IT. Phew. Okay. Do I have time for one more example sentence? No. Oh, no. Really? Oh, man. I will say one. Can I just say one? Okay, my other one. My other one was we'd completed all the design updates by the time the app launched. We'd completed all the design updates by the time the app launched. I will write it, but I won't explain it. Sorry, I'm in trouble. We'd completed all the design updates by the time the app launched. Okay, I will write it there. What I really wanted to talk about with this sentence was the expression by the time. So if you've studied a little grammar, you know we use by to mark deadlines. So that means up until this point. So we were able to do this by this point. So this is like marking a deadline. That's the difference between by the time and when. Maybe I can talk about that in a live stream in the future. We'll see. I'm out of time and I'll be in trouble if I keep talking. Oh, I could go forever. So I'll stop there. So this is a little more advanced grammar point where you need to consider the relationship between two past actions, but this can really help to make your past experiences, your expressions of your past experiences richer and a little bit deeper too. So I have to finish there. Okay. Some examples are coming in. I'd been playing basketball for 3 months when I moved to this city. So make sure your second verb is past tense. Past tense there. All right. So I have to end there. Wow, just like that, 2019 is finished. Woo, that was a super fun year. Thank you very much to everybody for joining us this week, and thank you very much for watching us live and for joining us live, for sending your example sentences and your questions and your funny comments. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you joining us every week. We will, of course, be back next year. I think the next week, the one right after New Year's, like on January 1st, I don't think we're going to be able to, I think we might have a holiday. I might have a holiday. So, for sure, unless something mysterious happens, the next one will be January 8th, I believe. Of course, if you want to be absolutely sure, you can set a notification on YouTube or a notification on Facebook to make sure that you don't miss our live lessons. So the next live topic will be, how to make your English study plan for 2020. So I know maybe many of you need a little boost at the beginning of the year for your language goals. So I'll talk about how to make your 2020 English study plan. So again, thank you all very, very much for watching us live and for participating with us live throughout the year. We really, really appreciate it. If you like, please make sure to have a look at the stuff, our big sale for the end of the year. I hope you find something that is helpful for you. I hope you have a very happy holiday and a wonderful new year, and enjoy your time off. We will see you again in 2020. Bye-bye.